So what's your sign?
I'm tired of sitting around talking. I want to display something.
Fair tax now, they do what I do. Alright.
The problem is we can get ahead of the political game if we knock down Kane's absurd 999 situation. That's going to tax people unfairly. It's going to cripple the middle class. It's going to destroy the poor.
Do you think the 9% is what's wrong, or do you think that a flat tax is wrong?
Well, a flat tax is wrong because it's going to affect the low end and give the top end even more of an advantage.
But with the flat tax, don't you think that, you know, the system can run a little bit more smoothly because we don't have every year to go to the IRS and try to figure out all these documents, and for the little guy like me to figure all that out, you know, it's tough.
That'd be fine.
And
there should be 3 classes, that's it. People below the median or the middle, the lower, who can't afford it. The Department of Labor has established a minimum amount of money for people to live on. That should be taxed as one bracket. Second bracket should be anywhere between that level, high level, to $250,000, which has been proposed many times, and a third level bracket should be taxed at a third level. Otherwise, can you imagine a 9% national sales tax being added onto Tucson's local sales tax and our income tax?
Well,
Where would you be?
Well, I would be okay with a flat tax as long as it was flat tax. I mean, start from 0 and just put the 9% on there. And I mean, all of us then fairly are taxed on our income at 9% or 10% or 11% or 12% or 8% or 7% or whatever. It just makes the system a lot more efficient with less paperwork. And it keeps us a little bit freer.
You have a point. And when I first came out, that read flat tax now when I first started this. See where it says free? I started out with flat tax, and in dialogue with many people and hearing Kane on Meet the Press, I decided that was going to really be unjust. And it's going to benefit the rich one more time. Kane is no more than a retread Republican trying to make a name for himself. Flat tax sounds really nice, and it did to me, until I started to figure out that I would be paying an extra 9% national sales tax on top of Tucson local tax, on top of state tax, and I would be burdened.
I see.
See what I mean?
Yeah, so I think, maybe if we could flat tax it starting at 0%, have 9% across the board, I'd have no problem
Anybody below the minimum amount it takes to live in this country should be taxed at 2%, let's say. Here's a proposal.
Good. All right.
Okay, median tax from that rate above to $250,000 should be taxed at maybe 11%. And the rich, who are considered being $250,000 above, should be taxed at 17%. So let's get some figures that make sense, and not just easy 999, which is going to screw the hell out of people. He doesn't dare go to New Hampshire right now and propose a 9% national sales tax, because New Hampshire has no sales tax, has no state tax. So I want him to go there and say, vote for me, I'm going to add 9% to your bother right now. You haven't got a state sales tax. So yes, you're right. I was all for a flat tax until I really looked into it, and that's what people have to look about Kane. Kane is crazy as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm still for the flat tax, but I guess we could agree to disagree on that one.
That's right.
All right, man.
No problem, man.
Later.
And I appreciate the dialogue. I really do. That's what made me change my mind. It used to say flat tax now. When I started talking to people and started investigating it.
All right, man.
All right, man. I'm not protesting. I'm tired of talking.
There you go.